welcome back to Giving Chances Farm. I'm Tony, and today we're going to be making banana pudding, and the recipe that we're using is from Miss Betty Jo's cookbook from Cowboy Cooking. So if anybody's seen the show Cowboy Way, that's the cookbook we purchased that Booger Brown made from his grandma Betty Jo's recipes. So that is we got that we actually bought that from his Performance Horse website, and that's an autographed copy. So we have made this recipe. This will be the 4th time we've made the recipe, so we actually really like it. So I've always been a fan of banana pudding anyway, and this is a good version of it. So
this is all actually made from scratch instead of just using is it vanilla pudding? So I mean, some people probably use banana pudding with just bananas and wafers, but this actually has all kinds of ingredients in it.
Up until this cookbook, I just like to eat banana pudding. I didn't make it, so. And with this recipe, we basically treat this the same as what we would for our honey caramels. Figure, put good ingredients in, get a good product on the way out. So we use the same whipping cream. We like the Land O'Lakes heavy whipping cream. That's what's available in our area. So mix it up, making sure that we're getting that cream cheese mixed up in there. So the way I kind of do it is I kind of use the side of the bowl to kind of smash it with the spatula to kind of break it up a little bit. We do own the big fancy KitchenAid mixer, which that's actually the mixing bowl I'm using, but Brittany would probably use it. I don't. use it as much because I just soon do it by hand. Kind of like mixing up a cake. I just soon use a fork. Mix up my cake batter. I don't know that one way is right and the other way is wrong. One way might be a little quicker than the other way. I figure if I mix it up with a fork, then I can tell the girls that it's got that special ingredient of love in it. So I put elbow grease in it to make it work. So
I think that's what they usually say. All secret ingredients is the love put in by the person making it.
yeah. Yeah, because to me, the biggest thing about it is getting that cream cheese broken apart and into the mix. Because otherwise, if you don't, you can tell it. Because when you're eating it, you can kind of pick out when you take a bite and get a little bit more of the cream cheese in it. But if you get it all mixed up, then you don't really taste it. So. And the only reason I'm saying that is from experience, because like I said, one time she did use the KitchenAid mixer to do it, and I think she got most of it mixed up, but I think some of the cream cheese kind of hit at the bottom of the mixing bowl to where the attachment she was using didn't actually scrape along it and break it up. So there was a few small chunks of the cream cheese in there. And like, I'll eat this recipe and I'll eat things like cheese balls, but if I can taste the cream cheese, I'm not a big fan of it. So
oops, splattering, making a mess.
that's how you know it's good.
What's cooking without making a mess?
Try it. Yep.
Other than the person that has to clean it up.
Right. Well, kind of like sometimes you'll hear people tease about, if a cook doesn't sample his own products, then you shouldn't taste it. Or the other one that you'll hear sometimes is never trust a skinny cook. And those two, in my opinion, they kind of go along with each other, because if the cook is too skinny, that means they're not sampling enough of their product, in my opinion, or they're not cooking enough. So,
or they don't like their food.
Yeah.
And they eat something else.
Yeah. So I don't have a problem at all of sampling my cooking, especially if I'm grilling. So.
So after he gets all that stirred and mixed together, you're supposed to put it in the refrigerator for 5 minutes.
Yep.
So I'll let him continue doing that, and we'll bring you back.
All right. So now Brittany's mixing in the bananas into the mix. And she's lined our bowl with some vanilla wafers. Now she's gonna put the mix down in there. Maybe. basically what she'll do now is she'll put that in there, and then she'll work some of the wafers up the side of the bowl if she needs to go higher with it. And then at the end she'll crumble some of them and put it on the top of it. So, but for those of you that are looking for a good cookbook with a lot of home cooking recipes in there, older country style recipes, we'll leave a link to where we got the book down in the description below. That way you guys can go there and support a good family and get a good cookbook out of the deal as well. So, and for those of you that have never seen the series Cowboy Way, check that out. It's a pretty good show, especially if, for those of you that like cattle.
Cattle roping.
Yep, they do a lot of roping and doctoring of the cows out in the pasture. They buy and sell some cattle too along the way, so it's a nice family-based show. So she's gonna finish getting the rest of that mixture out of there, and we'll bring you back and show you the finished product. Alright, there's what the finished product looks like. So,
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you have any comments, leave those down below, and we'll see you on the next one.